Oh,
There's been a lot of talk lately in Australia about banning the battery cage, right? That's an egg production system which sees chickens crammed into wire cages, living in their own filth, often riddled with disease and ailments. If you guys had, say, an option of free-range eggs or cage eggs here, do you think you'd spend the extra money and effort to buy those free-range eggs to ensure those chickens have maybe a little more space?
I do regularly for that reason. I've been to a battery farm. Those cages are just large enough to fit a bird in.
I normally buy free range.
Yeah, I would do that, yeah.
You would?
Yes, I would do that too.
I actually do. I do pay attention to buying free-ranged eggs.
Oh, I already do. In fairness, we shouldn't really be eating meat at all, or any animal products we should be eating out of the ground, but that's a different issue altogether.
I just bought my mum free-range eggs yesterday.
Yeah, we always get free-range eggs.
Always get free range.
Always.
Definitely free-range eggs.
Yeah, we do buy those eggs.
I would rather spend the extra money to get the free range. I haven't bought battery eggs in, I don't know, probably 2 decades.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you go to quite a considerable effort to actually make sure that those chickens have a good life.
Absolutely.
Do you think that buying those cage eggs, in a sense, is essentially supporting kind of those conditions?
Yeah, definitely. Because if people wouldn't if they wouldn't buy cage eggs, then they wouldn't have a reason to produce them anymore. So
Right. So kind of supply and demand situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's no demand there, they wouldn't supply.
exactly, yeah, that's what I think.
If you didn't buy the caged eggs, then they wouldn't have eggs to sell.
That's simple market economy, right? It's supply and demand.
If you're buying eggs from chickens that are caged, you're sort of saying that it's all right.
If you don't mind now, I'm going to show you guys a quick 20-second video. Just a heads up, there is a bit of graphic footage in here. So if you guys don't like that stuff, feel free to look away, right?
Oh. Oh, wow.
Okay.
That was free-range RSPCA approved practices.
To kill the baby because it wasn't an egg?
To kill the baby because it wasn't a girl. The reason they do that is because the male chicks, they don't lay eggs, right? So it's not commercially viable to raise them.
No.
Do you think that if we would make that decision to say, spend that extra money so those chickens have a little more space, do you think it'd be a reasonable decision to say, stop consuming eggs or purchasing eggs to ensure that those baby chickens get a life or don't have their lives taken away?
Well, I don't know. I think it would be hard to make people stop consuming eggs. I think it's a decision you have to make for yourself.
Yes, maybe.
Reasonable?
Yeah.
I do think that the welfare of the animals is important. That video that you showed me is quite confronting, but from the perspective of the chick, it's over like that.
I don't think that would ever happen. I think there's just a demand for eggs.
But in the same way that we kind of agreed that, right, that stopping supporting the cage eggs is a situation of supply and demand, right? If we don't demand that product, it will eventually die out. And we kind of agreed as well that it seems like kind of most people would do that to stop these chickens living in certain conditions. Do you think that stopping eating eggs is just too far for say people to do?
I don't think it's possible. There's too much of a demand. People like eggs.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I think I would do. I think we don't think enough about how the food gets to our plate.
I guess even if I did stop, I don't think it would change anything at all.
Do you think that logic could be used to justify supporting cage eggs?
I guess. It's hard to say. It's an interesting point of view. No one's ever asked me before.
You mentioned something about not eating animal products at all.
I don't think that we don't need them to survive. We speak a lot about protein and we need to sort of get 3 meals a day and all the rest, and it's a lie. It's something that's been made up, and we're just followers, not leaders.
Are you vegan?
No. But it's been something that I've been thinking about doing for a while.
I could if I put my mind to it, but I just love eggs, and it's just a food I like.
Do you love eggs more or do you love chickens more?
I actually don't like chicken.
Chicken's the animal.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But
If there was an egg here and a chicken here, and they say you can let this chicken live, or you can eat this egg, what would you do?
I let the chicken live, but I just love eggs.